Part 1. Dear friends, I am delighted to be among you again and to communicate with you in this way. I must say that this means a lot to me as well. I cherish these meetings, for in this way I can come closer to you than from my own plane of reality. Yet I always live inside your hearts, and I wait for moments in your time when you are open and susceptible to my energy. My energy, the Christ energy that is being reborn in this time, is not solely my energy. It is not simply the energy of one man who lived on earth at one time. It is a collective energy field in which you take part in a way that is more profound than you realize. You all made a vow once. You all set your intention to carry this energy forth into the reality of earth, to anchor it in earth. Many lifetimes, many centuries you have worked on this mission. You are all in the process of birthing the Christ seed within, and I am helping you. I was a forerunner, yet the sowing of the Christ seed, I was a collective effort. Even my coming to earth was possible only because of the field of energy that was present here, woven by you. We work together. We are a unity. Therefore, I am accessible to all of you. I am not exclusively available to any one person. I am at the service of all of you. Today, I want to speak about an issue that touches you deeply and frequently in your day-to-day life. It is about dealing with emotions. Last time I spoke about the energies of the male and the female which run through your energy field and chakras. I have emphasized the importance of healing the lowest 3 chakras as a part of becoming whole and complete unto yourself. I thought it was important to emphasize this, as some of you who crave the spiritual tend to withdraw yourself, both in thought and feeling, to the higher chakras. The heart, the third eye, and the crown chakra are attractive to you because these energy centers connect you with the higher realms that are so natural to you. But the real inner break thoughts must now occur on the lower level, in the area of the lower chakras, closer to earth. The area of the emotions is a vital area in your growth, process towards freedom and wholeness. You are spiritual beings. You come from a plane of reality where the destiny and coarseness of earth reality was unknown to you. Throughout many lives, you have tried to express your cosmic energy here on earth. Of that, I wish to speak today. Anyone who walks the path of inner growth knows the importance of emotions, that you should not repress them, that you have to come to terms with them in some way, that you must ultimately release them. But how it all really works is not always too clear. I first want to make a distinction between emotions and feelings. I am not concerned here with specific terms or labels, and you may call it by different names. But I want to make a distinction between emotions in the sense of energies that are essentially expressions of misunderstanding and feelings of energies that are form of higher understanding. Feelings are your teachers, while emotions are your children. Emotions are energies that have a clear manifestation in the physical body. Emotions are reactions to things that you do not really understand. Consider what happens when you are overcome by a fit of rage. You can feel this very clearly in your body. In certain places, you feel the energy go tense. This physical tension or tightening that follows the energetic shock shows there is something you do not understand. There is an energy coming toward you that you feel is unjustified. The feeling of being treated unjustly, in short, the not understanding, is vented through the emotion. The emotion is the expression of the not understanding. It is an energetic explosion and a release. When this happens, you are confronted with the following choice. What am I going to do with this emotion? Am I going to base my actual behavior on it? Am I going to use this as fuel for my reactions to other people? Or do I let the emotion be and base my actions on something else? Before answering this question, I want to explain the nature of feelings. Emotions are essentially explosions of misunderstanding that you can clearly perceive in the body. Feelings, on the other hand, are a different nature and are perceived differently as well. Feelings are more quiet than emotions. They are the whispers of the soul that you reach you through gentle nudges. An inner knowingness or of a sudden intuitive action that later appears to have been very wise. Emotions always have something very intense and dramatic to them. In the moments you're highly emotional, you're full of a kind of energy that pulls you away from your center, your inner clarity. In that sense, emotions are like clouds hovering before the sun. With this, I do not want to say anything against emotions. Emotions would not be repressed. They are very valuable as a means to get to know yourself more intimately. But I do want to state what the nature of emotions energy is. It is an explosion of misunderstanding. Emotions essentially take you out of your center. Feelings, on the other hand, bring you deeper into yourself, into your center. Feelings are closely associated with what you call intuition. Feelings express a higher understanding, a kind of understanding that transcends both the emotions and the mind. Feelings originate in a non-physical realm, outside of the body. That is why they are not so clearly located within one spot of the physical body. Consider what happens when you sense something, an atmosphere or a mood, or when you have persimmons about a situation. There is a kind of knowingness within you then seems to come from the outside that is not a reaction from you to something external. It comes out of nothing, out of the blue, as you just so beautifully put it. In such a moment, you may feel something about up in your heart chakra. There are many moments in which such an inner knowingness comes to you. For instance, you may know something about someone without having really talked with him or her. You can sense something about the two of you that later on will play an important role in your relationship. Such things are not easy to grasp in words, simply a feeling, and certainly not easily understood by the mind. These are the moments in which your mind gets skeptical, telling you that you are making things up or are going crazy. I would like to mention another energy that has more of a feeling nature than an emotional one. It is joy. Joy can be a phenomenon that transcends the emotional. Sometimes you can feel a kind of joy inside that lifts you up without a particular reason. You feel the divinity inside you and your intimate connection to all that exists. Such a feeling may come to you when you least expect it. It is as if something greater touches you, or as if you touch a greater reality. Feelings are not so easily summoned and seem to come to you out of the blue. Emotions are almost always have a clear, immediate cause, a trigger in the outside world that pushes your button. Feelings originate from the dimension of your higher or greater self. You need to be quiet inside to catch those whispers in your heart. Emotions can disturb this inner silence and peace. Therefore, it is vital to become emotional calm, to heal and release repressed emotions. Only from your feeling which connects you to your soul can make you balanced decisions. By being quiet and peaceful, you can feel with all of your being what is right for you at a certain moment. Making decisions based on emotions is making decisions from a non-centered position. You need to release the emotions first and get in touch with your inner core where there is a clarity. Now, I want to go into the question of how you can best deal with your emotions. I said that feelings are your teachers and emotions are your children. The parallels between being emotional and being like a child are striking. Your inner child is the seed of your emotions. Also, there is a striking resemblance between the way you deal with your emotions and the way you deal with your real children. Children are honest and spontaneous in their emotions, and they do not hide or repress them until adults encourage them to do so. The fact that children spontaneously express their emotions does not, however, mean that children express their emotions in a balanced way. In such a situation, the child can almost drown in their emotions, and that makes them unbalanced, i.e., out of center. One of the reasons for this unbounded emotionality is that the child has only recently left a world in which there are hardly any boundaries. In the ethereal or astral dimensions, there were no such restrictions and limitations as there are in the physical realm. With the physical body, the child's emotions are often reactions of misunderstanding. To this physical reality, therefore, when he or she grows up, the child needs help and support in dealing with their emotions. This is part of the process of balanced incarnating on Earth. So how do you deal with your emotions, whether in yourself or in your children? Emotions should not be judged or repressed. Emotions are a vital part of you as human being, and as such they need to be respected and accepted. You can look upon your emotions as your children who need your attention and respect and your guidance. An emotion can best be viewed as an energy that comes to you for healing. Therefore, it is important to not be completely swept away by the emotion, but to remain able to look as it forms a neutral stance. It is important to stay conscious. One might put it like this: you should not repress an emotion, but you should not drown in it either.